Okay, so let's begin. So yesterday we were talking about have, the use of have, and the use of have got. Yeah. Now, Maria Savel, she asked me a question this morning, which is super relevant. Yes, because I was talking to Sun and Tashi in the morning. We were talking about the importance of the structure. That when we speak English, we need to organize our ideas. It's not just about, let's say, knowing the words, the vocabulary, and like, okay, I'm going to speak whatever. Okay. It's not about that at all. It's about, knowing that everything has a why, you could say. For example, we did a class a couple of weeks ago about structures. Questions, they have an order. It's not just, for example, to say, hey, Frank, you from China? This isn't a question. Yes? If I want to make a question, I need to say, are you from China? This is a question. When I go, are you? And I use this independent of whatever time we are using. If I want to speak in the future, what am I going to use? I'm going to use will, most probably. And so the same thing. If I say to Frank, will you go to China for Christmas? So when I go, are you from China? Will you go to China? Same order. If I want to say, for example, likes or dislikes, say, do you like China? To say something. And I'm using the do. And then if we're talking, all of us, about Frank, right? We're going to say, does he like China? You see? So everything has to have an order. Yeah? So Maria Savel, she went home to study and she says to me, wait a minute. Yesterday we saw have and we saw have you got. Now this, as in structure, is a little bit confusing. And she's right. She's absolutely correct. So just to review a little and to explain. So we said yesterday that we use have, which is your American way, to indicate possession. Yes? But we said the British do something different because they abbreviate the have, and how they abbreviate the have, it isn't clear if it's have or has, so they add the got. So in this case, they say have got. Yeah? This is British. Okay? And it also indicates possession. The two ideas are exactly the same. They mean the same thing. But yes, the structure is different. If I ask a question, yes, we were saying yesterday, do you have friends in Sydney? Yes, this is my question. So this is my auxiliary verb. This is what we call the tense or the time. So Marisabel says to me, this is present. Absolutely. Yes, this is present. That is the time it is telling. Do. Then we use the subject. The pronoun, she talked to me about the pronoun. Okay, same thing. And this is my verb, so the action. And then from here to here is the complement. So this is all the additional information we don't care about, right? The important thing is this one, and this one. These three are the important thing, okay? If we were to see it on the British side, yes, so the British do not use do. They use have, right? And then they say you, and instead of have, we're going to say got. And again, we're going to say friends in Sydney. Now, these two are exactly the same. What I'm saying is structurally they're different, but the idea is the same. Yes? So this is do you have, this is do you have, but this is British. Yeah? It's the same. Do you have, do you have? So here, what have the British done? So instead of using do, they're using have. When we use have in this context, this is the present perfect. So the present perfect is a very high structure, very elevated, okay? Usually people that are intermediate, upper intermediate, advanced use this structure. People that are elementary, pre-inter, or basic use this one because it's easier. Yeah? And this is what I was saying to you yesterday. You can use this one or this one. You use what makes you feel more comfortable. Okay? You choose. Because either way, we understand everything. Okay? So here, we have our have as the auxiliary. We've changed the do for have. We've still got the same person, you could say. So my subject hasn't changed. But my verb did. Because now I'm using have. So my verb must be participle. And what does participle mean? It is your third column verb. Okay? So, excuse me. So, here, correct, I pass you guys the verbs. Yeah? So here you have them. Yeah? And so when we say that it's third column participle, we are talking about this column here. This is your infinitive. So for this side, infinitive, past tense, and participle. Okay? So basically what I'm saying is that if you use this structure here, you must use these verbs that are here in the third column. Okay? Thank you. And here again, we have our complement. Okay? But independent that we're using different auxiliaries, the structure is still the same. We don't change the order. Okay? If this is, let's say, a yes, okay? So I want to erase. Can I erase? Yeah? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ah. Could you go, ah? And I'm like, ah? It's like yeah, exactly. You go, What's this? This is not even a yes or a no. It's incredible how you guys do that, though. The okay. Okay, good. Melissa, can I erase? Yeah? I can erase? Yeah? Okay, good. So this is the question, yes? Only the question. Okay, so now let's have a look at the yes. So if this was yes, to say I have. So again, we have our American, we have our British. So in this case, I'm going to say I have many friends in Sydney. Now, I can say many, or I can also say a lot of. Yes? These two are the same. What is it? Many, a lot of, the same. Muchos, muchos. Significa lo mismo. Okay? Yeah, good. You do the same. You do the same in Nepalese. You go from English to Nepalese like this. Flip. Huh? Okay. If we use the British, okay, you would say, I've got many or a lot of friends in Sydney. So here, the British, yes, and this is what I was saying to Joe this morning, that the British abbreviate the have. This is why they use the got. Because if I say, for example, oh, I've many friends in Sydney. I've what? I don't understand. Where's the action? So this is why they complement. So I was explaining to Maria Isabel, I was saying got is the participle of get. Now that's grammatically, that's structurally, but doesn't make much sense if you try to translate it into your language. That's not going to make sense because it's still I have. And so this is where she said to me, this I get. I get this. I have. Okay, simple. I have. I have a pen. I have huh? I've got see how I go straight away? British, huh? Australian. I've got a laptop. Yeah. I have a laptop. Oh, I have sure, learn. Live and learn. I have a chocolate bar. Thanks to Deepa. Huh? Just kidding, Rob. So I have a table, I have a chair, I have a phone, I have a watch, I have. Possession. Yep. So with this one, to be able to understand not just the I've, we add the got. And it means the same. It's just the British do it differently. That's it. They're using a different structure. So really what they're saying here is I have. It's like that. You're dingle. Okay? So it is exactly the same. And if we do third person, yes. So we're going to go and let's say he has many or a lot of, we said, same thing, friends in Sydney. Yes? So because we are using the he, and if I use the she, same, we're going to use the has. I change the verb because this verb is the third person. Okay? And if we go on this side, we're going to do the same, right? And we're going to say, he's got. Now, a lot of people go, how do I know that it's he's? How do I know that you're talking about possession, about have? I know because I'm using the got. It's very different to say, let's say, he's a chef, to say he's got a knife. We're talking about a thing. If I say he's a chef, we are talking about the person. Of course, the he's is he is. He's a chef. He is a chef. He's got, now I know possession. He's got a knife. Okay? So, same. And if it's she's, it's going to be the same. Yes, got. And we're going to continue with our idea of many or a lot of friends in Sydney. Right? Now, if I want to convert this into into negative, yes, remember our affirmative and negative sentences have the same order, the same structure. Yes? So what am I going to do? Super easy. Here, we're going to add don't. Now it's negative. Here, we're going to say doesn't, but now we're going to say have. So basically, I eliminate this one. Yes? Because only in the affirmative do we use the verb directly. Only in the affirmative of do and does, in the simple present. It's the only one. Yeah? Here, I'm going to say, I haven't. This is my negative. I still use the got. I take away this. And here, we're going to say hasn't. We still use the got and we take away this. And now it is negative. See how important it is to have a good understanding of the structure of the order? So now, Maria Isabel, this one is saying, I don't have many friends. This one is saying, I don't have many friends. Because they are the same. I'm only changing the auxiliary and the structure. But the order, no. Okay? Crystal clear? Crystal clear? Yeah. Okay. And remember, you use what you want. I tell you guys, I've been to America a lot of times. And, just now it comes automatically out. Oh, I've got this, I've got that, I've got here, I've got there. If they say to me, do you have? No problem. I understand. If I say to them, oh, yeah, I've got, no problem. Yeah? So, and also because Australia is so diverse, we have so many different cultures. And it's not the different cultures, it's because you have learned English at school different ways. Some of you learn the American way, some of you learn the British way, some learn, I don't know, other type of English. You know what I mean? Yeah, we all understand everything. Yeah? Okay. Can I erase? Okay. So today we're going to look at other ways because we use have for so many things. So many things. If I go, son, let's have a party, right? Let's have a party on Saturday. It's like, let's do it. Am I talking about possession? No. I'm talking about an event, an idea. If I have, for example, to say something, right? Right? Like this, yeah, you can see? Correct? So now what's happening? Huh? God forbid. I've already got too many children. But, no, but to say, oh, look at the teacher, huh? She's having a baby. You have a baby. Yes? Am I having the baby now? No. Right? Because it could be like, oh, the baby's coming. Oh, oh, oh. You're having the baby. But here, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. But I'm still having a baby. So when you see a pregnant woman, yeah, and you're having a baby because you can see, yeah, that the person is having. There you go.
My baby.
Yeah. You see, you can see that the person is pregnant. Okay, so we use it for that. So you can have a barbecue, you can have a party, you can have a baby. For example, if you smoke, you have a cigarette. If, let's say, if I go, hey guys, on Friday, let's have drinks. So when we say let's have drinks, it's not Coke, it's not tea, it's liquor, right? It's alcohol, wine, vodka, whiskey. What? What? Coca-Cola? You drink alcohol? Do you drink alcohol? Yeah? No, I drink water. No. What? Only what? Only for vodka? Vodka. How do you know that I drink vodka? Really? I do. I drink vodka, whiskey. Yeah. I like all the hard liquor. But I do like to have a cocktail now and again. Yeah, I like the espresso martini. Yeah, nice, isn't it? Espresso martini. Yeah. So yeah, so you can have a drink. So when somebody says, "Hey, let's go, let's have a drink," they're talking about alcohol. A lot of people goes, "Let's go have a drink." I said, "Oh no, sorry, I don't drink. I don't know. Have a Coca-Cola, a juice, something. Come on, let's go." Right? But this is what it's. Or sometimes, let's say on a weekend, some students they go, "Hi, teacher, what are you doing?" "Oh, I'm having a drink." "Oh, okay." This means that I'm drinking alcohol. Yeah, yeah. It's impossible to be a teacher and not drink alcohol. You gotta. I think it's like you guys, right? In the kitchen. Usually chefs, they finish the night and they have, right, a little bit, like a glass of wine or something to unwind. So as you can see, have is used for many things. What about in the morning? Shh, right? You're having a shower. You said, Tashi, in your exercises, taking a shower. This is correct. You take a shower. You do. But you also have a shower. Yes? Mm-hmm. Good. And I hope you all have a shower every day. Yeah? Because if you don't have a shower, You're gonna smell. What? Maybe what? Robbie doesn't. You don't have a shower, Robbie? How does she know? You have to say deeper. Zip the lid. Huh? Okay. So have can have many, many different uses. Yes? This is what we're going to see now. Okay. For any party that you have, you know, you have a wedding, you have a baby shower, and even now at the moment, what are we doing? We're having a class. You see? So, yeah, it really doesn't matter. You can have a cocktail. We use it, really, we do use it a lot. Okay. Huh? Well, when you say we've got a class, you're talking about possession. But when we say we're having a class, now we are in the middle of the class. We are doing the class. So when you say we've got a class, it isn't saying anything about the action. It's just saying possession, you know? Okay. Okay, so unit 58. Here we go. Unit 58. So this is what we saw yesterday. Yes? That this is only to indicate possession, possession, possession. I have something. I've got something. It is mine. I have a new car. It is the same to say, I've got a new car. Sue from Susan or Susanna, yes, has long hair. Sue has got long hair. Or we could also say Sue's got. Sue's got long hair. Do they have any children? Have they got any children? Tom doesn't have a job. Tom hasn't got a job. How much time do you have? How much time have you got? It's also very common when we are sick, we use have for the problems we have. For example, right? What's the problem? I have a headache. Or if I'm right? I have a neck pain or an ache in my neck or a neck ache, whatever you want to call it, a pain, right? And again, can be the back, it can be anything. If I'm achoo, achoo, I have an allergy. I'm sneezing. So I have an allergy. I have a cold. I have a flu. If, for example, or fever, right? For any illness, you can say, I have. When you, Maria Isabel, if you go to the doctor and the doctor says, why are you here? Oh, doc, I have fever. I have a tummy ache. I have a headache. Or I have a, right? Toothache. Or you can say, oh, I have an earache. Anything you want. You tell the doctor what you have. Yes? So it says here, I have or I've got. Same thing, possession. A headache, a toothache, a pain in my leg. I've got a cold. So cold and flu, similar. The flu is very strong. A cold is like it will pass. But the flu is like, I'm really sick, and you're very sick. Yes? That's true. You don't get sick? Oh, okay. How you laugh? A cough, a sore throat, right? Is when you can't speak, a sore throat. When you're like, right? A sore throat. A temperature. So when you guys go fever, a fever is when the temperature is very high. He have or he has? But you said yesterday, so not has, had. Because you're saying yesterday. So yesterday he had a fever. Yeah. Well, for Ravi, that's very common on a Monday, right, Ravi? You usually get a fever on the Mondays? Every Monday. Huh? It's a Monday thing. Okay. The flu, etc. So you can say, I have a headache. I've got a headache. Do you have a cold? Have you got a cold? Yes? The past is I had without got. What is this telling you? We cannot, under no circumstance, yeah? So never use have got, has got in the past. We only use had. Only had. So when we say, oh, that Ravi yesterday, right, he had temperature, he had a headache, right? Had. But we could say in present, he has a headache, he's got a headache. It is the same. But in the past, only one. I had, no got. I didn't have, or did you have? Because the did is the past for do and does. Yeah? Understand? Frank? You following? Yes? You understand? Okay, amazing. Good. You're not saying, I know. Huh? Good. I understand. Good. I like this. When I first met Sue, she had short hair. He didn't have any money because he didn't have a job. Did you have enough time to do everything you wanted? Yes? So always for past, just did and have. Didn't have, and if it's yes, had. Had is the past of have. If I go, hey, where's Tashi today? His wife had the baby in the hospital. Another one. No more, right? 4 children, enough. Okay, good. And so look at this. Look at how many ways we can use have. It's very common that all of you, when you're learning, right, you say, oh, I'm eating or drinking. Yes? But native speakers, we don't say that. If somebody calls me, like, it's not that you can't do it. You can. Like, I can say, oh, I'm eating breakfast. It's fine. But normally we say having. So if somebody calls me and goes, hi, Nick, are you busy? And I go, oh, I'm having dinner with the family. I'm having dinner. So you have breakfast, brunch. What is brunch? Big breakfast. Breakfast, lunch, brunch. Yeah? For example, yesterday was Monday, right? On Sunday, I had brunch. So, big breakfast, eggs, bacon, toast, hash browns, sausages, avocado, halloumi, yeah, and a passion fruit tart. See what I mean? Juice, coffee, bit of everything. See, that is, yeah, I eat a lot. Yeah, I love to eat. I think you can tell. What was I going to say? That is brunch. So why? Because what time? I had breakfast at 2:00 in the afternoon. So this is the brunch. No, it's not like a buffet. No. Sometimes it is though. Isidora's asking. No, sometimes it is a buffet. So you can some clubs in Sydney, for example, they say they offer brunch. So you go and yes, there is like a buffet. So they have a little bit of breakfast and then they have a little bit of lunch and you mix and match whatever you want. Okay. Basically, the brunch, Isidora, refers more to the time that you eat. So it's like a late, very late breakfast because for me to have breakfast at 2:00 in the afternoon, you go, wow, that's lunch. Yeah, at 2:00 because I woke up at 12, very late. So, but we still have to have breakfast. You had lunch at 5:00. So you see, for some people, that lunch is more dinner. And we also have the very last meal, which is 10:30, 11, supper. Supper. So the supper is the last meal of the day. Usually it's like a soup or something. Like I don't have dinner. I have supper. Now, I don't have dinner because I'm in class. So after I finish work, 10:30 at night, I have something to eat. And that is supper because it's very, very late. Okay? So it says here, look, so you can have breakfast, lunch, dinner. I'm going to add the other one. So the other one was supper. Double P. Double P. It's not super. Yeah? Super, only one P. Supper, double P. And you see the pronunciation of the word changes. So you've got super, one P, but this is supper. Okay? Last meal of the day. And we said that the combination of these two is your brunch. Now, a lot of people, when they invite you, let's say, for example, if it's a baby shower, or it could be maybe your friend's birthday or something, they tell you, come at 11 or 12 o'clock in the day. And when you go, it's like Isidora says, they have a little bit of breakfast if you want. They have also food. So people get their plate and they start putting whatever they want. They have desserts, they have drinks, you name it, they have it. Okay? Yeah. Okay? To have a meal. What is a meal? Could be anything. It could be your breakfast, it could be your lunch, it could be your dinner. A meal is a meal. It doesn't tell you exactly what meal or what time of the day. For example, when you are, let's say, on a diet or trying to lose weight, your doctor usually says to you, so you need to have, let's say, 4 meals a day or 6 meals a day. He's telling you how many times you need to eat. If you take a medication, sometimes the medication says take before meals. Why? So you have food in the stomach because the medication probably is very strong. So they say eat and then after you take your medicine. Yeah? So that is the meal. So it says sometimes before meals or after meals. Yeah? A sandwich. So you can have a sandwich. You can have a pizza. You can have anything. You can have a kebab. You can have a snack pack. You can have a hot pot. You can have anything you want. You can have a hot dog. You can have a cup of coffee. Now, if I say, Dashi, if I say to you, hey, let's go to the kitchen. Let's have a cuppa. A cuppa. Or could be a cup of tea. So a cuppa is the abbreviation of the cup of coffee. So to say, let's have a cuppa. Yeah, could be this is a cuppa. Could be a cup of coffee, could be a cup of tea. Usually, it is understood when somebody says, let's have a cuppa, Kishore, tea with milk, specifically. If so, let's have a cuppa. I might go, oh, I don't drink tea. Because usually for coffee, we say, oh, let's have a cup of coffee. Okay? Yeah. It's super common. I had 2 years ago a Chinese student. She was working in disability with an Australian. And she called me in the middle of class. She started calling. And I go, hi, how are you? She goes, Nick, what's a cuppa? What's a cuppa? They said, go make me a cuppa. And I, what's a cuppa? I said, a cup of tea with milk. Oh, okay. So, yeah, this is like an expression. To have a glass of milk, something to eat, to drink. So On Fridays, I usually finish early. And my daughters, they work around the city. So they're like, "Hi, Mom, what time are you finishing?" "Oh, around maybe 5 or 6." And they go, "Do you want us to go to your office?" And I go, "Yeah, come to the office. We get together and let's have dinner in the city. Let's have, I don't know." And I go, "What do you want?" "Oh, let's have ramen, or let's have," we don't say eat, eat, eat. You know what I mean? It's just have. So usually on a Friday, we have dinner in the city, the three of us. Okay, it's very common. And here in these expressions, have, look, eat, drink, and take. You can't use, so look at that, Maria Isabel. You can't use have got. Because remember, this is possession. I've got a pen. I've got a laptop. I've got beautiful students. Right? So I've got is I have, I have. But here we are not talking about I have. We are talking about eating and drinking. Okay? Also, when you go to a restaurant, let's say, so the server comes and says to you, "Oh, what would you like to order?" And what do you respond? You look at the menu and you go, "Yeah, I will have an espresso martini and I will have the filet mignon," to say something. Right? I say I will have, or I'll have, meaning I want. But I don't say I want. Yeah? You don't go to a restaurant, I want the, no, come on. Nah. I want is like when you say give me. I hate it. Don't say give me. Oh, give me the, no. Like, oh, I'll have the steak, please, and you? Oh, I'll have the garden salad. I'll have. I will have. I'll have together, abbreviate. I'll have. I'll have this. I'll have that. Okay? Sell. Give me an example. Shall. No. When you say, for example, shall I have the salad? You're asking, like, what do you think? Do I eat the salad? Do I get the salad or not? No, you're making the decision. So no, no. But if you're with, let's say you're accompanied by somebody, and you, oh, I can't decide. Oh, all of this looks yummy. Oh, what do you think? Shall I get the salad? Yeah, because I'm a little bit overweight. Like I'm on the diet, right? Or shall I get the chips? Right? And you, just get the chips. It's fine. One time you eat chips, it's not a problem. Right? That's usually what they say. It's like, no, you shouldn't. Because you've been working very hard to lose weight. So no, get the salad. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like, what shall I do? What do you think? You recommend. Okay? Good. And here are examples. Where's Lisa? She's having lunch. I don't usually have breakfast. I had 3 cups of coffee this morning. Here, have a biscuit. Biscuit. What's a biscuit? And it's biscuit, not biscuit. It's biscuit. Cookie. Cookie. Yeah? The cookie is different. because the cookie is American and the cookie is with the chocolate chips. Yeah, that's right. This is a cookie. So in Australia, we talk about biscuits, and the cookie is the American one with the chocolate chips. Yeah. Now, I emphasize that because I had a student working as a volunteer, and there was a group of very old, like a lot of old people, and she was they told her like serve everyone biscuits. So she goes to these group of old men, and she goes hello, like super nice. Hello, would you like a cookie? And they looked at her. It's a biscuit. It's not a cookie. And she was like, oh, sorry. No, in Australia, we say biscuits, not cookie. She's like, okay. No, but the problem was, it was a very typical Australian biscuit. It was like a typical Australian biscuit. So she goes and she says, oh, would you like a cookie? And the guys, they were super offended because they were like, it's not a cookie. Yeah.
They don't they think cookie?
America. What do they say? In America. In America. Okay. Continue. Okay. Continue. So we also have a bath. What is a bath? It's the opposite of the shower. So the shower is when you're standing. Yeah. The bath is when you fill with water and you get in. Right? This is a bath, like a jacuzzi. Okay. Have a rest, have a break, have a holiday, a party, have a nice time. When we say, for example, have a nice day, have a good one, we use this a lot, right? Have a. Have a good trip, have fun, enjoy, have a good time, have a great week, have a nice day, etc. To have a walk, to have a swim, to have a game of tennis, a game of squash, a game of polo, anything you want, a game of, to have a dream, to have an accident. Huh? 1, 2, 3. Hopefully not. Yeah? To have an accident, to have a baby, to have a look. If I'm at home And let's say I'm washing the dishes, yeah? And there's a window in my backyard, and I see something, and I go, Kishore, yeah, Nicole, I think I saw somebody outside. Could you have a look? So Kishore is going to go, no, nobody's here, right? Or for example, if let's say Tashi, one of your children falls and they hurt themselves, and they're like, oh, and you go, let me have a look, right? We need to go to the hospital, right? Or if I go, oh, I have a sore throat, open your mouth, let me have a look. Yes? So to have a look is to check. To check. When you go to the doctor and the doctor, you start saying, oh, I feel this, I feel that. So the doctor says, oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So if you go to an inspection for a house or an apartment, yes, to say, oh, have you been to the inspection? No, I'm going today. I'm going to have a look today. If I need to buy something, I need to go shopping. Let's say I need to buy a dress for a party. Oh, I don't have anything to wear. So what are you going to wear then to the party? Oh, I'm going to the shops this afternoon to have a look. So always to have a look is to actually look. Okay? And it says to have a look at something. I had a shower this morning. We're having a party next week. You must come. Enjoy your holiday. Have a nice time. Did you have a good time in Tokyo? Sandra has just had a baby. Can I have a look at your magazine? Yes? And so let's compare. This guy says, oh, I have a new shower. This one says, I'm having a shower. Yes? So he says, I have or I've got a new shower. It's very good. Have, not have got, because remember, this is possession. I have a shower every morning. This is what I do. Not I've got. Where's Paul? He's having a shower. He's taking a shower. Yes? Meaning he's washing himself now. Okay? Any questions? So, as you can see, when we are using have here, it has nothing to do with what you have, you hold. This is the action of doing something. So it is the action again of eating, drinking, partying, having a cigarette. We said having a baby, anything you want. Do we use it? 100%. We use it a lot. Yeah. So, yeah, learn it. Learn it. Like, there's nothing wrong in saying, oh, I'm eating breakfast, I'm drinking, but yeah, not really. Okay? Good. Let's have a look at the exercises. What happened, Robbie? What happened, Robbie? What is he saying to you?
Still, I don't know. I'm just getting that.
Rabbi, why do you always take it so seriously? Or are you kidding too? Are you joking too? Ah, he's joking too. Why do you listen to him? Huh? Rabbi always does the same. Rabbi says something and then maybe that's the conclusion. Maybe Rabbi is crazy. No. I think he's just joking. Look, everybody has a different humor. You know what I mean? I'm going to say something, Diba. If you joke with Rabbi, and then he jokes, wait a minute, and then he jokes with you have to accept it, yeah? Because you started it. So you have to, okay, and that's it. End of story. Right? Yeah. If you don't like it, don't do any jokes then. Yeah, absolutely. You know what we say in English? Don't poke the bear. If you don't like it, don't poke the bear. Just stay quiet. Okay. I didn't have time to do the shopping yesterday. Maria Isabel, you were asking me about this. Look, everybody paying attention. Frank, look this way. Here I'm using didn't. This is my past. You see that the verb is in present because remember, the past is on the auxiliary. This is what I was talking about this morning. This is the one that we change again and again and again, not the verb. Only when we say yes in present simple or present past simple, we change the verb. Okay? But not in the negative. So here, look, I didn't have time to do the shopping, and it says yesterday. So you see when Kishore, and I corrected Kishore because he said, Rabbi have a fever yesterday. That doesn't make sense. Number one, because Rabbi is he. So if you're talking in present, you would say Rabbi has a fever, third person. But how he says yesterday, so now it's finished, it's gone. And so Rabbi had a fever. Okay? This one. Has Lisa got? Or does Lisa have a car? Here we're talking about possession. And it says no. No, she can't drive. Number 3, he can't open the door. Why? He can't open the door. Why? He doesn't have a key. Now this one, it says Gary have. But here we have last week. And look, it says last week. It says, but he's better now. So what are we going to say? Gary had. You see? Past. Because last week. Yeah? Ooh, Melissa. Very good. You see? Amazing. Good. This one is a question. What's wrong? A headache. It's a headache, not headache. Headache. So what's the question? Do you have a headache? Is correct. Do you have a headache? Next, we wanted to go by taxi, but this is we wanted is your past tense. So we wanted to go by taxi, but What? We didn't, Kishore. Past tense. Kishore, look. Wanted. So in the past. So, but we didn't have enough money. Enough, sufficient. Next one. Laura is very busy. She doesn't have much free time. Next one. Do you have any problems when you were on holiday? Oh, you're right, because here is were. So it isn't do, it is did. Good catch, Tashi. Did you have any problems when you were on holidays? Good. Son, on the other side, you have the exercise. Oh, you're doing the exercise? Amazing. Okay. And here we have different photos, correct, of people doing things. So we have a bath. This is your bath, yes? Breakfast. This looks like breakfast because it says 8 o'clock in the morning. A cup of tea, a cuppa. Here's your cuppa. Dinner. This looks like dinner. A good time, and then a rest. So here, the first one is they're having breakfast. What is she doing? She's having a cup of tea. Yes. So she's having a cuppa. Right? And he's having a rest. Normally we say to have a rest, having a rest, but you take a break. You can say have a break. Go, have a break. I see you're tired. Go, have a break. But if I go, where's Rabbi? Oh, he's taking his break. He's taking, meaning he's having his break. So having and taking in that context can be interchanged. Okay? And what about these people? Number 4. So they're having a good time. Yeah, you can say that. We could say they're having fun. You can say they're having a great time. Yeah. They're having dinner. A meal. Okay. Sounds good to me. And he's having a bath. Copied? Okay, copied. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Copied. Okay, let's see. So this one now is giving you correct different situations in the day to day. Yeah. Now I always say there is never one correct answer because everybody responds in a different way. Yes. So it all depends on, let's see, how you might answer. Okay. So the first one says, Emily is going on holiday. So what do you say to her before she goes? So you go to the airport and you go, bye. And what are you going to say? Have a nice holiday. Or what else could we say? What else could we say? When you say bye-bye to somebody that is traveling. Huh? Have a nice trip. Have a good trip. Right? So you might say, have a good trip. Or have a nice trip. Okay, what else can you say? Because we're in Australia, right? Usually when somebody goes away, Have a good one. Have fun. No, you can't say a good fun because fun is good. So you wouldn't say that. Have fun, okay? Yeah, have a good one. It says, you meet Claire at the airport. She has just gotten off her plane. Ask her about her flight. Did you have a good flight? What else can you say? Did you enjoy the flight? Okay, good. What else? How was your flight? Correct. Tom is going on a long trip. What do you say before he leaves? Again, same thing, right? On a long trip, have a good trip, have a nice trip, have a good one, have fun. So this, we can use the same here. Instead of holiday, we're going to use the trip, right? Have a great trip, have a nice trip, etc. It's Monday morning. You are at work. Ask Paula about her weekend. So, what do I usually say to you on a Monday? How was your weekend? What else? Did you have a good weekend? It's a question. Question, right? Just like, for example, what was it the other day on Friday? It was Valentine's Day. Did you have a good Valentine's Day? If you had a holiday, did you have a good holiday? If it was, for example, your birthday, did you have a great birthday, etc. Always did you. Paul has just come home after playing tennis with a friend. Ask him about the game. So what are you going to say? How was the game? Or did you have a good game? Or how was the game? Rachel is going out this evening. What do you say to her before she goes? She's going out this evening. So you might say, oh, have a nice night. Have a great night. Okay. Have fun again. What else? Take care. Yes. Call me when you arrive. Yeah. Do you have money? Could be. Right, Tashi? When you have children and they, oh, Dad, I'm going, do you have enough money? First thing you ask your children, do you have enough money? Yeah. What else? Son, what are you thinking? Any other alternative? Nothing comes to head mind. Okay. I remember when my kids were teenagers, like when they were, would go out 16, 17, my son especially. Do you have condoms? Absolutely. Absolutely. Prevention, huh? You can't stop it? So, yeah, I used to. Do you have enough condoms yet? Make sure you have them before the money. Yeah, because I used to say, I don't want you to have any babies. Huh? Absolutely. And it's true. When you have children, you have to think. Yeah, because the typical, in my time, let's say my parents, they would say to you, oh, if you're going out, don't have sex. Don't have sex, right? And that's another thing. You have sex. You do. So that's another thing we have. Yeah? So parents used to say, don't. No, you can't do that. So it's like, okay, have sex, but have safe sex. Protect yourself. Right? Yeah. The generations are different. Yeah. Marisabel, like, what? have a good time. Isidora says, have a good time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Isidora, does your mom also say to you, like, you have to be careful? So that's another one. Like, be careful. You have to be careful when you go to a party. Look, in all seriousness, okay, I know we joke and we laugh and we have fun, right? But Isidora says yes always. But last year, and these are things that I think about, okay, because you guys know I have 5 children, and they're 30, 28, 27, 26, 18. But they're still my children. They're adults, okay, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to worry. So last year, Victoria, she went to Japan with her friend, 17 years old. And so, I for me, I was like, oh, it's Japan, no problem, no worries, it's good. Her friend, speaks Japanese, so it was okay. They were going to a family's house, so all good. But still, you have to be careful. It's a different country. Also, you have to be careful when you eat because sometimes the food is different. You might get sick, this and that. Yeah. Anyway, why am I talking about this? Isidora says, my mom always says, be careful. Take care. 2 girls, they finished high school. Best friends from when they were 8 years old. Like a whole life. And now they were my daughter's age, 18. And they went to Laos. They went to Laos, Cambodia. And they were staying at a backpackers. And in the backpackers, they had a party for all the guests. So they're all having a party, whatever. And they offered them drinks. Have a drink, have a drink. But what they didn't know, the drink wasn't alcohol. It was pure alcohol, like medical alcohol. And the 2 girls died. You saw on the news? Yeah. So these things, they make you think, right? That you don't know, like these 2 girls, it was like we finished high school, we did it, now we want to travel, we want to have a good time before we go to the university, we study, right? 2 innocent girls, no ID, and they gave them drinks. Now, it wasn't just them, because also died 2 girls from England, and I think there were like 5. At the end, 5 girls died because they were doing drinking games. They thought they were drinking whiskey and vodka. And no, it was alcohol, like pure alcohol, like when you go to the hospital to clean the wounds. And so the doctor who talked on TV said, what is it? Something like if you were to drink like a shot, just 1 shot is enough to kill you, to poison you. But these girls, they drank almost like a bottle. And so now it's under investigation. But this is something that happens apparently all the time. It happens in Bali. It happens in Thailand, because people, they want to save money. So, they won't know the difference. Huh? Sometimes what?
They used to drink toilet something. Harpic.
Sorry?
Harpic.
Harpic?
That's toilet used for toilet cleaning.
They use for what? Sorry?
Toilet cleaning.
For cleaning the toilets?
Yeah.
Oh my
Sometimes.
God. And they do it obviously to save money, But I saw that, and can you imagine, like those 2 girls, they had the videos on the phones. And the thing is, the hotel didn't call anybody. They didn't tell anybody. How the parents found out was that they met a guy from, I think it was Denmark or Finland or something, and he went to the hotel for, well, the hostel, the backpackers. He went looking for the girls, and they were like, "No, they're not here." What do you mean they're not here? No, they're not here. He went to the hospital, and they were dying. They were dying, and so he contacted the parents through Facebook, and the parents they traveled. And one of them said, "Oh, I was lucky because I saw my daughter before she died, but like they were dead. Like, there was nothing they could stop it, you know." So yeah, you think about those things. What can you do? Yeah. When they do that, we call that that they spike the drinks. So to spike the drinks is when they give you something that is not. Or you know what? Also, it's sometimes very common for women. They put like a drug in the drink, and you feel kind of like dizzy. Yeah. So always, when if I go dancing or whatever, I'm always with my drink in the hand. Some people go, "Leave your drink there." No, 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 no. My drink here. If I'm dancing and whatever, like I never lose sight of my drink, because you don't know, you know? Yeah, got to be careful. Last one. Mark has just returned from holiday. Ask him about his holiday. So again, where was this one? Did you have a good time? So now in the past. Did you have a good time?
Have. The meaning. Effect
Have. Yes. And I think that's the last one, isn't it? Okay. Last one's on the bottom. Copy, yep. So these ones, it says have or had, present or past. I'll give you another idea. Let's say, for example, if you're traveling and you're driving. So you might say, "Hey, if you see a garage, if you see a petrol station, tell me. We need to get petrol." So I'm like, "Oh, but do you have enough to get to the city?" Might be, "Yeah, I have enough, but just in case." Yes. So this is also to say, "Oh, we need to stop by a petrol station. I don't have enough petrol. I don't have enough fuel." Yes. So I have enough, positive. I don't have enough, not enough, negative. You guys work in the kitchen. You use a lot. I have enough. If the boss says, "Hey, I'm doing the shopping. What do you need? Lemons?" "No, we have enough." What is that? "Boss, get lemons. We don't have enough for service." Correct? So you use this a lot to say, we have enough, or we don't have enough. You can use the "we have enough" or "we don't have enough" with anything you want. Could be time. If, let's say, the train leaves at 1:00, "Oh, I want to stop by the bank." We don't have enough time. Can you do it after? Because otherwise we'll miss the train. Yeah? Or to say, yeah, let's go to the bank. We have plenty. We have enough time. We have plenty of time. What did we say yesterday? Plenty? A lot. A lot. Good. So, have an accident, a glass of water, a look, a walk, a party, and something to eat. We had a party a few weeks ago. Ago? Yes, good. Yeah. We invited 50 people. This one, shall we? Now, this, Kishore, is correct. Because let's say we're walking around and I'm feeling a little hungry. Let's say we're doing a tourist visit or a walk or something. And I might say, shall we stop to eat something? If we're traveling, I might say, shall we eat before we get on the plane? Like, I'm proposing to you, I'm inviting you to say, let's do that. What do you think? And so that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So, shall we? Now, another thing, we don't commonly say, hey, shall we eat something? Like we do, but not really. We say, shall we get a bite to eat? Shall we grab a bite to eat? A bite to eat is something to eat. Okay? So here, shall we have something to eat? And the other proposal is, shall we get a bite to eat? This is definitely an expression. Okay? I was thirsty, so I had a glass of water. I like to get up early and before breakfast. A walk. Yes, some people get up early and have a walk or a run before breakfast. Tina is a very good driver. She has never had an accident. Have any of you had accidents? You don't have a car, but that's not the only accident you can have. Like, I've had many accidents. I remember here my chin, I opened my chin playing in the swimming pool. I hit on the swimming pool and my chin opened. Yeah. You had an accident here. What happened? What were you doing?
In the room,
Yeah.
there was a cycle.
A bicycle. Okay.
In the childhood.
Yeah.
I climbed in that
On the bicycle. Yeah.
and fall down
And fell
on
the bedpost.
yeah, that post of the
So you hit
Bed.
yourself on the frame of the bed.
bed. Yeah. That
Yeah.
was
Like I broke this one twice and this one once. Yeah. Running. Fall and break I broke my wrist. Yeah. But I've had little car accidents, but not, significant. I had a student, she had a big car accident. She was coming out of the driveway and the car didn't see her and he was coming super fast. So when she pulled out, bam, he spun the car and then another car coming in the other direction hit her also. She was in the hospital like for 3 months. Yeah, because they hit the car so strong. Yeah, so hard. Okay. There's something wrong with the engine. What's the engine? The motor. The motor of my car. Can you have a look at it? Good. Can you have a look at it? Okay. Topic for today, unit 58.
Nice, probably.
Okay. Any questions? I think not. Okay, amazing. So we'll finish it here for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yes? Tomorrow's Wednesday, so remember, we start a little bit of conversation tomorrow. Yeah? Okay. See you. Bye.